Hey, welcome back to the Sourcewell Podcast. I'm Alex. Today we're here with Rick,
What's up?
Gamer,
Yeah, sorry for the sneeze. Anyways, hi.
and Kale Queen.
I fucking love hearing you switch over to your customer service voice.
Welcome to Wendy's. Can I get for you?
Strawberry frosty.
Sneeze.
Fuck you.
Yeah, can I get a spicy chicken, no tomato?
Those are pretty good.
Can I just get some fries?
Oh,
Can I get plain hamburger? Oh wait a minute, no I fucking can't. Actually, how hard is it for Wendy's to mess up not putting things on a hamburger?
well,
Depends
Really?
on where you're at, to be honest.
yeah, it does depend. All right.
Yeah, I mean, like the Wendy's that Alex works at, I've been there, and very rarely have they ever screwed up my order. So
Because of me.
Okay, well, I live beside
Yep,
three
that's
Wendy's, and all three of them consistently fuck up my orders to the point that I'm scared to order delivery from them because I know there's a good chance I won't want to eat the food.
All
I can't
right.
blame you.
So,
All
off this
right.
Wendy's tangent, we're going to be talking about the San Diego Comic-Con 2022 announcements. And I think Kelp wanted to say something before.
Yes, I did. Okay, so I have a very small gripe with the MCU right now.
Okay.
Why
Oh, I
the
know
fuck
where this
would
is
they
going.
introduce Venom in the post-credit scene of No Way Home when the Secret Wars event is 2 years later and there are no Spider-Man movies that we know of slated in between them? Like, why not just introduce Venom in Secret Wars?
that is true.
That and
I
that
was
is
gonna
my
make the
complaint.
argument that
And
I was gonna make. Yeah,
I was gonna say, like, it's kind of weird because if no one stayed for the post-credit scene and Venom just showed up randomly, they're probably gonna have to explain it regardless.
Right? I don't get, like, Secret Wars is 2 years away. You could have just had Spider-Man get Venom in Secret Wars. We were so close to having the first comic-accurate acquisition of Venom.
Although
And it pisses me off.
I think Ryan Reynolds may have teased, I think either on Instagram or Twitter or something, a picture of the Deadpool suit in like a carrier bag for the airport.
Yeah? Is it
Uh,
black?
I remember seeing that.
No, it's not black, but it would go into the comic lore that the Venom symbiote attached itself to Deadpool.
Yeah, no, okay. If they
That's
did
how it
that,
goes
that would be
insane.
really exciting. But also, is that actually canon? I didn't think it was.
I think it
Part of it is, I think, right?
Yeah, it's canon because that's how it explains why Venom is so fucking crazy.
Because
Okay.
the symbiotes learn from their hosts, and they develop similar tendencies to said hosts.
And
Yeah,
when-
well,
when
you
why-
guys
symbiotes
have
became-
assumed it
But
bad, man.
before the Deadpool story, because originally in comics, the symbiote never actually made Spider-Man aggressive. It just kept him really tired because it kept fighting while he was sleeping.
like
So
Spider-Man.
in comics, originally the reason like Venom got super aggressive was because Spider-Man broke the bond and like really hurt Venom emotionally.
He's just
Probably
like, no,
cried
fuck
into
you.
a tub of brain matter
Although
or something like
it
that.
would make sense
Because
on why
Venom
he's-
loves to eat brains.
In some iterations of Venom, he does break the fourth wall sometimes. So it kind of would make sense on why he would connect with.
Wait, so breaking
I
the
thought
fourth
that's
wall
cool.
is a skill you're capable of learning?
Apparently, I mean, Harley Quinn does it. Deadpool does
Joker
it.
does it very
Joker.
rarely.
Joker does it. He's like what, Super Saiyan? I think the comics called it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
where he
super
knows that he's
sane.
in a
Sane
comic
to the
book
point
world.
where he's aware he lives in a comic universe.
Just like Batmite and Mr. Mixapitalik and fuck, there was one more. Oh yeah, and She-Hulk.
Isn't Superboy?
Are you
Isn't
fucking kidding
Superboy
me?
Prime?
She-Hulk
Superboy
was
Prime, I
breaking
think,
the
is
fourth
too.
wall before Deadpool, so...
We can rant about She-Hulk if you want.
No,
Because
no, because I made a joking comment on TikTok about
Oh, here we go
She-Hulk
again.
CGI. Oh my god, I hate
You need to see
TikTok!
this TikTok now.
I
It's the
hate
same thing
it!
that happens when you did the Star Wars thing. It's just the same shit.
No, it legitimately is. The only polite TikTok comments I get are on Stranger Things. Here, I'll actually read a couple of my She-Hulk comments right now. I'm going to read the first. I'm going to read the first three. Well, following
It's my
your
fault.
logic, just ignore it. I mean, if the rest of the show looks as amazing as you say, just simply shut the fuck up about the CGI. We all know.
Well,
Some of
Yeah,
y'all,
that's a valid point to
it's super
complain.
hard to do a good CGI female. Men's skin is much more coarse and rough, unlike female skin. Why couldn't
No,
they
who
just
the
paint
fuck
her?
do I think
This
he
is
Anakin?
unironic. This is unironic. Why couldn't they just paint
This
her
man is
green? It
talking
would
like
cost
Anakin.
way less, so they could have more budget for the actual CGI.
Coming
That's
up with this
unironic.
shit. Oh,
Bruh, I don't understand why so many people are so strengthened to believe. Like, I was playing, like, I was on a server, right, and I was complaining about, this game. And many of these guys were like, shut the fuck up, go to another game. And I'm like, no, I have the right to complain about basic things. It's fucking common sense.
Hey,
because you're
Alex,
a fan
Alex,
that's
Mhm.
upset, pretty much.
you've seen my
Yeah.
TikTok video. Once in the video, did I actually whine and complain, or did I just laugh and make a comparison?
Laugh and make a comparison.
Yep.
I'm actually gonna look this up right now.
Okay.
Wait,
so
what's your
saying-
I find
what's
this
your ad, bro?
hilarious, honestly.
I
find this hilarious.
think I'm at Kelp King YT. Or wait, no. Hang on. I'm at Dr. 30th.
Okay.
So keeping on the She-Hulk trend, who saw the trailer?
I did.
I did.
I just can't give enough of a shit to watch it, honestly.
Fair.
Mhm. I'm
What
with
do
you
you
there.
think of Charlie Cox's Daredevil showing up at the end in his classic
fucking
yellow
loved it.
red suit?
I
That's
fucking loved
probably
it.
the only good thing about the trailer. If
Now
we're
I
being
wanna watch
honest with
the
ourselves,
trailer.
right?
I think Mommy
Actually,
She-Hulk
I'm
mounting
not
someone
gonna
on the
lie.
couch.
I'm really looking forward to She-Hulk.
Dude, Mommy She-Hulk mounting someone on the couch. I think that's the highlight right there.
It was-
Yeah,
wait, Kelp,
that was a
Dr.
good
30th?
highlight.
Tell
Yeah,
a
it was
woman where
Dr.
it's
30th.
at.
It has the
Okay.
picture of Mithra wearing a crown as the profile pic.
Okay.
Dude, I'm kind of scared and excited for the Daredevil stuff they're going to be doing because he's going to be in the animated Spider-Man freshman year as well as getting his own
Which is not
18 episode series on Disney Plus. I think in what did they say 2024?
Something like that, yeah.
I honestly don't understand how they're going to make freshman year canon.
No, it's not. There's just no way it is. It has to be its own little alternate universe.
I've seen a lot of people
think
trying to like pull
Yeah.
at straws on TikTok of like
No,
trying to
no.
compare.
If you're pulling at straws, there's just no way. And the one thing, like, I can just look at the character designs and just say the reason why this is not going to work. Peter's homemade suit.
I'd like
That
to
is the
say
one thing
one
that
thing.
really discerns it.
I'd
I
like
can
to
see
say
that.
one thing real quick. It's okay to just say you don't like the MCU. You don't have to try and tear apart every single thread in the MCU. You have to look at the MCU's movie style and be like, oh no, they just make a joke every 10 seconds and undercut drama. Like, actually doesn't happen. It's okay to say you just don't like the MCU.
Either that, or you could say that you've become disenfranchised with the MCU and
Yeah,
what it
no,
essentially became after Endgame.
You could say you're tired of the MCU too, because like Endgame was a natural stopping point for it. You don't have to
ending.
try and tear apart the MCU when you say you don't like it.
Yeah.
Like, I still enjoy the MCU. Let me enjoy it, please.
Another thing that kind of that I saw on TikTok that I actually kind of agree with is why Peter didn't recognize Doc Ock. Because what if it's not Doc Ock? What if it's before he got the arm? So what if it's the Master Planner from like Spectacular? Spider-Man or
Oh
Ultimate
my
Spider-Man?
god, I would
Ooh.
love it if it were the Master Planner.
That would be awesome.
I have watched Spectacular Spider-Man 3 times to completion in the last week. That would be so amazing.
It got added on Netflix in the United States.
Oh, nice. It got added to Netflix in Canada like a year ago, I think.
Oh,
Also,
ours is
here's
like
the
a month
video.
ago.
I think you
If
guys
only it
should
got
watch.
added and I actually knew about it before I went out of state a bunch. So there's that.
Here's a video y'all should watch, and I think y'all will enjoy.
You know, all I did was watch
Oh,
the Batman.
yeah, I'm gonna watch
or
the
whatever.
I watched it. It's fucking phenomenal.
Another thing
Sign me up.
that I haven't seen yet, but is the I Am Groot trailer reveal for the Guardians of the Galaxy spinoff with Baby Groot.
Saw a couple like snapshots of that. I haven't really watched it yet.
The I Am Groot trailer, I kind of when Groot takes a shit and then an entire civilization eats it in way better CGI and animation than anything that shows up in She-Hulk.
It wouldn't surprise me at this point.
It's you can see the veins on the leaf that Groot shits out with like incredible detail.
I mean, why not?
Going back to the Daredevil thing, since it's going to be the first show with 18 episodes, that's already like what, 6 more episodes than a Netflix series.
That's like way more than what they've done for anything. Because haven't like most of these Netflix series been getting 8 episodes, maybe even 6?
Well, so like my honest opinion here is Marvel's out of the trial stage with their shows. And so now they're willing to give them more episodes and higher budgets.
Well, I don't really think that's the case. I think it's more the budgetary thing, because a lot of the shows they've been putting out is for more of the mystical and cosmic stuff. With Daredevil, it's very street level, so less CGI, so it's more stunts, more practical effects.
I love the stunts. I love practical stunts.
So,
and you've got Charlie
like,
Cox being the best Daredevil.
Yeah, I feel like because of the of the computer and processing. How do I explain this?
It's like the green screen special effects stuff where people are standing in front of fake backgrounds, and you've got like Scarlet Witch blasting people in the face with whatever the fuck she does, but it's more. It's going to basically be more realistic.
It's going to be less of that, so they have more money to do.
Honestly, I could agree with you guys, but like, if the next show announced after Daredevil is more than 6 episodes, like it's just Marvel being out of the trial.
Yeah, but right now it's.
Yeah, I'll agree with you guys if the next show gets announced with like 8 episodes, but if it gets announced with a similar amount, it's just Marvel out of the trial phase for their TV shows.
So a couple more things. X-Men 97, the sequel.
Oh my god, I am hyped.
Oh yes. Yes.
I haven't watched 96. I've never really been a big X-Men fan, except for the Bryan Singer one, which is yikes, but Bryan Singer.
For X-Men 96, I didn't even know Professor X rode around in a yellow chair until I saw Multiverse.
Hold on,
Me neither. But then again, that was before his brain got turned into hamburger by Scarlet Witch.
So
yeah.
All right, we're gonna go into the what if. So apparently a Marvel Zombies show on Disney Plus has been greenlit, and it's gonna have more gore.
Yes,
that could be interesting.
So
that's just one of those things. They're playing with fire, and that if they don't get it right, people are gonna be pissed.
Yeah,
that's the problem with the MCU now.
No, I agree with that wholly, because like, even with a decision they could comfortably make, like the Spider-Man's whole arc and the Marvel Zombies thing, like that's a decision they could comfortably make, but it could also just come back so poorly received.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
So I'm gonna go down the list. Gamer should be back by the time I should ask him. But if you could make a what if episode, what would the episode be about? Who wants to go first?
Literally no conceivable idea.
You can't think of a what if? The infinitesimal possibilities?
So many possibilities,
What if Tony aggressively shit his pants in the confrontation with Loki?
Not that again.
Okay.
Rick, you got one?
The only ones I can like think of right now are is stuff related to like the Punisher and
Yeah, see, I can only think of things.
Stuff.
Yeah, I can only think of things related to Spider-Man right now.
Yeah.
I don't think I've done a Spider-Man one yet.
No, they haven't done a Spider-Man one, but like none of the Spider-Man what ifs I can think of are particularly interesting anyways.
I guess I've got one. What if the Illuminati killed Scarlet Witch and none of them got made to look like a bunch of idiots? You could do something like that.
I could. What if
awkward? I heard awkward silence, and I'm like, okay, maybe this is a really stupid idea.
Okay, I think. What if the Inhumans show did well?
Actually, a side note here.
Marvel actually did well.
A side note here. Captain Carter is gathering a lot, and I mean a lot of hate on TikTok right now because people are discovering she was loosely based off of a Nazi character. And then someone went on, like, some dude on TikTok went on to explain, like, why Captain Carter was okay. And, like, he explained, like, she was loosely based off of a Nazi character, like, so incredibly loosely. And then another person responds saying, I get what you're saying, and I believe you have good intentions, but you're talking over a lot of creators of Jewish ethnicity right now, and you should really just, like, take a second to sit back and listen to them. Like, they don't challenge any of the points he actually makes. They only, like, challenge ethnicity.
They pull out the ethnic card. Oh, God, what are we
Carter
doing?
is not the next story.
Yeah, unless Captain Carter openly comes out and says she's a Nazi, like, the actor is a white woman. Sometimes it's okay to have actors be white. I don't care if if Captain America is supposed to be Jewish. This is a what if. This is a spin-off. Captain Carter is supposed to be English.
Right, exactly, because it's like, what if Peggy Carter took the super soldier serum? And that's where it's like you guys said, unless she comes out directly and is revealed to have a history with the Nazis, like friggin' Stormfront.
Don't fucking assume she does.
Exactly. But God, dude.
Oh, I got one.
Okay.
What if Quicksilver...
We could honestly talk about the boys.
Oh, what if Quicksilver lived? That's actually a good one.
Quicksilver lived.
You didn't see that coming.
Or...
Or what if Agatha got Scarlet Witch's powers?
Perhaps. I'm trying to think of...
Don't you think they're going to be doing something similar to that, though, with the whole Coven of Chaos thing in the MCU, or no?
I really honestly don't. I think Coven of Chaos... Personally, I think Coven of Chaos is actually going to take place before Scarlet Witch, WandaVision, whatever.
I just wish
I wouldn't be
Agatha
surprised
show
if it
wasn't
did.
made at all.
No, right?
I honestly think they're making the Agatha show, one, because I see a bunch of, and this is not to knock anybody, I've seen a bunch of Agatha Harkness stands on both my Discord and on TikTok, and I wonder if they're only making that show just to please all the stands instead of actually making it fit into the context of the MCU. That's not me saying that. Go ahead.
If Coven of Chaos doesn't heavily tie into the multiverse saga story-wise, I'm not going to care about it remotely.
Alright, so I talked about the what if Quicksilver lived, but the one I personally want to see was what if Tony Stark chose Daredevil over Spider-Man for Civil War?
Ooh, I'd actually pay to see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking Gamer, we're talking about possible what ifs. What would be your what if?
For what? Like MCU or like?
Yeah, or like anything like in the what if TV show.
Yeah.
Oh, I got one. What if the Avengers were still united when Thanos arrived?
I personally like.
What if? What if Ultron was actually made the right way, like in the comics? Like they made him with like Hank Pym, made him off of Hank.
I hate to break it to you, Rick, but Ultron turns evil in the comics too.
I know that, but I'm just saying, like, what if they made Ultron the right way in the MCU?
No, yeah,
like with Hank from like a blueprint of Hank Pym's mind.
Wait, I got
but
one.
we also kind of saw that in Multiverse.
That's true.
What if the Avengers happened 30 years earlier? So
elaborate.
Yeah, with an actual younger Hank Pym.
So it'll be like King T'Chaka, Black Panther. It would be Hank Pym, Janet Van Dyne, Captain Marvel.
I could do without Captain Marvel.
Well,
I could do with that as well.
But I'm talking about like, what if the Avengers would happen like the 90s instead of 2012?
You could also throw Howard Stark in there as well if you want.
True.
Yeah, but it's just necessarily what. I mean, you could go off of like the what ifs and shit, but.
I was gonna say, what if Tony died fighting Killmonger, and then I remembered that's like Tony dying is 90% of the other what if stories.
Yeah,
it's just like...
they really could not go 2 episodes without killing him again.
What if Tony Stark died by the shrapnel? Dude, what if? Okay, what if Tony Stark did die by the shrapnel? And God, who was the guy from the cave? Who was the guy from the cave?
Jensen.
Jensen.
What if Jensen became Iron Man?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he would never make it past Mark 1.
He would never be able to make the arc reactor. He would need.
He would never make it past Mark 1.
True, he doesn't have Tony Stark in the cave. He does have a box of scraps, though.
With
That's
a box of
true.
scrap.
But he doesn't have the it's like we've been saying, he doesn't have the arc reactor to power up the entire suit.
What if Tony Stark wasn't like actually as much of a genius as Obadiah Stane thought he was, and it was like that specific box of scraps just worked perfectly for his needs?
What if they
God.
brought in Superior Iron Man, the one where Iron Man has the Endosim armor?
Oh, that would be sick.
Oh yeah.
What if the
I mean, I
timeline
remember-
broke earlier?
That would
Yeah,
also
what
be
if
How
sick.
early are we
like,
talking
I
here?
don't know,
Like
like,
during the time heist or
like
no?
Star-Lord messing with the Infinity Stones, like to defeat like Rodin or some shit, just messed with everything.
What if a different Kang won?
Okay.
What
So
if T'Chaka
The
didn't
Blue
die?
Man one.
All right, all right. Enough with the what ifs. There was something that was really cool.
What
I
if
thought
Earth's
was-
Mightiest Heroes didn't get canceled?
What if we kept doing what ifs?
What if they
What
did
if
a what
this?
if?
What
of a
if
What
that?
What if the podcast just ended right now?
if?
He just left.
I'm tempted. So Marvel
No,
revealed.
that's gonna be a fake out.
Okay, I'm not
Marvel-
gonna lie, that storyline was a lot less interesting than I thought it would be.
Okay, let Alex speak. We're done. We're done with this debate.
One of the things I thought was really cool that was announced at Comic Con was Marvel reveals real life Infinity Stone collection worth $25 million.
Are you serious?
Who's
I
ready
haven't-
for a heist?
Yeah,
Yes,
let's go.
The East Continental Gems and Marvel collaborated. So the stones come with their very own Infinity Gauntlet and have combined 150 carats.
Oh,
Alex?
Jesus.
Alex?
Mhm.
Time heist?
I like that's gonna be in a
Time heist.
museum somewhere.
Time
Time
heist.
Sign me up
heist?
for that. I got my payday mask. We're all
Let's go,
good.
boys. Time heist.
Okay, Rick,
Don't be
did
it.
you perchance
Yeah.
make enough to buy the necessary materials to create an infinite tube in space that is constantly rotating so that it perfectly alters space-time so that you can actually travel back in time by moving at light speed, which we would also have to figure out how to do?
Something
Yeah, I've
key
got
my
it.
suit.
I've got it in my basement. I sold all my guitars for it, plus what was left of my bank account, my car, my dad's truck, everything.
Someone,
Okay, sick. Time heist.
someone peed my pants. I don't know if it was baby me, old me, or me. Transformers Earthspark voice casts revealed.
I hate it.
Alan Tudyk as Optimus Prime. Sorry,
The-
that's with the old me.
No.
Yeah, sorry, that was the old me. I do not like it. You don't have to copy Peter Cullen. It just feels so weird. It just feels wrong.
You could just do what was it? Transformers the animated series did, or what was it show
Yeah.
called?
Something
What,
like
Beast Wars?
No,
he
no,
wasn't
no, no, no.
Prime.
I
Was it
would
Transformers
like to
Prime?
say, for
No.
the record, that tube I described is known as a Tipler cylinder. Go look into
Yep.
that and realize it's one of two theoretical ways we might be able to travel back in time.
It's just called Transformers Animated,
Oh, okay.
and it
Yeah.
it never had what's his face, Peter Cullen as Optimus Prime, but it
Yeah,
still did.
I
But
don't
it
know,
did
there's
have
just-
Crimson Fin in it.
Something about that just feels wrong, though, not having Peter Cullen as the voice of Optimus Prime. Maybe it's just me being weird, but yeah.
No, it's just because he's always practically been Optimus.
That and
So-
Danny Pudi from what was it, Community as Bumblebee. It's a little
Yeah.
weird.
Wait, who did Danny
Yeah.
Pudi playing Community?
Hell if I know. I only watched Community for Donald Glover.
Same here, but like,
Paul Glover.
Danny Pudi.
did he play Jeff, the Dean?
I don't know, dude. Hold on. I'm
Pierce?
looking it up.
Look it up
Andy.
faster.
I'm sorry.
Gotta go fast. Yeah, I can't wait to meet Ugly Sonic at Comic Con.
Alex,
No.
you have
Yeah,
15 seconds.
That'll be fun.
Hey, it's
14.
not showing.
13.
Abed Nadir.
12. Oh, I love
What
Abed.
the fuck is
Okay.
that?
I'm just sitting here and I'm like, I don't know what the hell's going on.
Abed is
Yeah,
the show's scapegoat for breaking the fourth wall without actually breaking the fourth wall.
Shazam Fury of the Gods. What did you guys think of the trailer?
Honestly,
watched
it
the
didn't
trailer.
look.
looked
It didn't look
pretty
bad.
mid, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It looks alright.
Like the
Right.
movie, the
Like,
movie
kinda
looks
that-
like a
that
really
feels-
exciting concept. The trailer just hit me as aggressively mid.
Yeah, very.
I'm
It
excited to
seems
see
like
it.
very mediocre, you know?
I'm excited to see it because I know there's going to be a post-credit scene.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson
just-
is Black
Yeah,
Adam.
but here's the problem. Here's the problem I have with Black Adam. It's just like I don't see Black Adam. I see Dwayne the Rock Johnson. That is
Same
the
here.
problem.
No,
It's
but that's
like-
why.
I-
That's
You're
why
always
yeah,
looking at The
that adds
Rock
more
in any
value.
movie he's in.
That adds
Yeah,
more value, honestly.
No, to me, it just sort of like takes away from it being Black Adam as a character. Like, I have nothing against The Rock or anything. I think he's a phenomenal actor, but it's just like it's what I like to call a Ryan Reynolds syndrome, where if you just see him or hear his voice, you know who that is. You get taken out of the character.
Not
It's
gonna
almost
lie
like
though,
you
I
can't
am
put two and
going
two
to
together and
see.
realize, like, go ahead.
I don't have any connections to Black Adam as a comic character. I am purely going to see this movie so I can see The Rock beat the shit out of a bunch of superheroes.
The world needed a hero.
So fun
It got
fact:
Black
What I mean?
Adam.
Dwayne Johnson actually got booed at Comic-Con.
What?
What?
Are you serious?
Someone
Bro!
asked him who would win in a fight, Black Adam or Superman, and he said, "Well, it depends on who's playing Superman." And everyone took that as not Kevin, fucking Henry Cavill is no longer in the DCEU.
What the
Well, he
fuck?
isn't.
First of all,
jeez.
the DCEU isn't even in the DCEU.
That's
Yeah.
one way of putting it.
Everyone took that as Henry Cavill is no longer in the DCEU, even though Black Adam took it as, or Dwayne The Rock Johnson took it as, oh, it depends on like who's playing Superman. It could be,
Like any actor who has played Superman in the past.
yeah, like Tyler Hoechlin or Christopher
Imagine the one
Reeves.
from the '70s coming
I was
back.
gonna
Yeah.
say Christopher Reeves. Yeah.
Stanley has a quote that I really love, and I'm going to paraphrase the shit out of it. Basically, someone asked him in a fight who would win, the Hulk or the Thing, and Stanley's
Ryder.
response was, "Whoever I want to win."
Yeah,
Yeah,
Marvel
the
isn't
quote,
about
I
who's
believe the
stronger.
quote
It's about
goes like, "It depends whoever the writer wants to win."
Yeah, no, and that is one of my favorite quotes ever because it shuts the fuck down out of that debate.
I do
And
like
also-
the Dr.
Yeah.
Fate design. Everyone seems to fucking hate the Dr. Fate design.
No,
because
I'm such a big
Show
fan
me
of that
the show me the
design.
design real
Me
quick.
too,
I haven't
me
noticed-
too.
I haven't seen it yet.
So mainly people hate it because the helmet has no eyes.
Uh,
Oh, but he
red
can't
flag.
see.
Let me-
Shut
let
the
me go
fuck
look-
up. He's magic.
Exactly.
Here, hold on.
Dr. fucking Fate. Like,
yeah, I was
why
about
do
to
you,
say,
why do
it's
you
not
care,
looking
you
up
know?
right.
I'm trying to fucking find it, but all I'm seeing is Pierce Brosnan. um,
It's
but
a pretty damn good fit, though, to play Dr. Fate, if we're being honest
oh
here.
hell yeah! But
Yeah.
like the helmet has no eyes, and everyone's like, "We can't see. You can't see. This is so stupid." It was like,
He's
dude,
fucking magic.
Again.
I like the possible in canon explanation where it's like fate doesn't need the eyes of humanity to know what's right and wrong.
I like that.
That's actually
That's
really cool.
That's
That's
really like
sick.
That's sinister, man.
It really does like show Dr. Fate's kind of neutrality and everything, where he just wants
except
to
the
keep
time where he says "fuck fate."
well,
Right.
that's injustice and
Yeah, I know.
Isn't Dr. Fate more or less like, so long as the forces of chaos don't rule, I'm chill?
pretty much.
Pretty much.
Something like that. Yeah, that's where he always like says like fate will not spare you or whatever like that. This is not my. It's not my place to butt in or some shit, something like that. You know. So
Also, someone on TikTok made a
Can't find it.
made a kelp mistake. Where
Yo, excuse me?
they were
Oh, boy.
jokingly calling Atom Smasher the Atom. Because they were like, look,
Oh.
guys, Brandon Routh played the Atom, and now there's a Ryan Choi Atom in the CW. And look, now Atom is in the Black Adam trailer.
Let me guess, they died for it in the comment section?
Yeah, pretty much. It's the Atom Smasher.
Crucified?
Yep.
of course.
I hate the internet so passionately right now because for some reason, all they want to do is yell about superheroes.
I like the
Isn't that
joke-
what people have been doing for years though?
No, but they're getting more aggressive about it.
Because it's all these
You just noticed this.
gatekeeper fucks. It's ridiculous because like it's the I think it's been a growing problem like within any fandom the last couple of years because you got the one subset of people who will shill everything. Then you have another subset of the people who are like becoming disenfranchised and they're pointing out the wrongs to be like, yeah, this isn't exactly as top notch as you think it is. And then there is the crazy people who are saying, "Oh, this is just filled with identity politics and it's all woke and it's ba da 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 da." And I'm just sitting here and I'm like, can't we all just get along and actually enjoy some of this shit?
One of the things about gatekeeping that I actually agreed with, because you guys know my opinions on Stranger Things. I fucking hate it. I hate it.
Oh, yeah.
It's being force fed to me, and I've just grown to hate it.
Stranger Things is
Master
one of the
Puppets.
only polite comment sections I've ever had.
But the
That's
thing
true.
I've seen is that I absolutely hate is people gatekeeping Metallica because they only watch Stranger Things. And
Hey, we're gonna
I've been
gatekeep
seeing
the
that.
most
Holy
well-known
shit.
metal band in the
yeah,
world.
and Metallica
I
made a
cannot
statement.
find Dr. Fate at all.
You have to watch it together.
I'll
Metallica
watch
even
it.
released a statement saying, "Hey, all fans are welcome."
Did you not, Alex, did you see I know you hate Stranger Things, but did you see the video on Metallica's Instagram page where
Nope.
the guy who plays Eddie, like, they actually brought him backstage and they gave him like a signature guitar or whatever it is?
Nope.
Well, it wasn't a signature guitar. They gave him like a BC Rich guitar that was reminiscent of the one Eddie played in Stranger Things. They let him play Master Puppets with them and shit.
Anything
my
Stranger
God, I
Things
just remembered
related
about
is
something.
blocked on my Instagram, TikTok, YouTube feed, and Google page.
I just remembered about something.
Mhm.
So in my She-Hulk video, I had someone you know how there's that really popular thing where it's like they tried to make She-Hulk really buff and then Marvel just said make her thinner and thinner and thinner and that's why she looks bad. You know, I'm sure
Okay.
some of you have seen that video.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone posted that in my comments section, so I responded with source ? And their response to that was, it doesn't have to be true. I'm making a point.
Okay. One, She-Hulk is always supposed to be, like.
Yeah, no, I know. I agree with you, Alex. That's why I asked them for the source, because I know it's a bullshit rumor.
And when they did make She-Hulk more Bruce Banner Hulk-like, everyone fucking hated it.
Yep,
Because it went against what the character originally stood for.
Trust me, I'm
me.
well aware. That's why I asked them for the source, because I knew they would not be able to back up their argument for 2 seconds until they pulled the fucking hat trick of, I'm not backing up my argument.
So I like that there was a Teen Titans joke, Teen Titans Go joke from. Have you guys ever seen Teen Titans Go to the movies?
That show is still going, by the
Yeah.
way.
I watched it in McCulloch's class, Alex. You know this.
I hate that movie, but it does have some pretty good moments. Like with Teen Titans
Yeah,
Go.
that actually wasn't a bad movie. It had too many fart
Robin
jokes,
restating
but...
Batman's death
So
for murder.
there was a joke in in Teen Titans Go to the movies where the Batmobile got a movie before Robin, and lo and behold, Batwheels debuts new trailer at Comic-Con 2022.
No!
The irony in that, man.
Life imitates art.
That is
Oh
hilarious.
my God, you have no idea.
That is actually hilarious.
The secret origin of Batwheels be released on Cartoonito on HBO Max in celebration of Batman Day, meaning September 17th.
Okay, like, don't get me wrong. I think Batman's dick deserves to be sucked. Sorry, that was a really weird start. That was a really weird start. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me continue. But I don't think it deserves to be sucked as hard as they're doing it right now. Like, that man has no more orgasms left to be had. Just let him rest in silence for a few years.
But what about like Keanu Reeves going to town in that League of the Super Pets movie? I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen the clips and they're fucking hysterical.
Just Batman.
Have you seen the design?
Batman needs to be left to sit.
Awful.
Batman and the Bat family even need to be left to sit out of the spotlight for a few years. Like, the dude is out of orgasms. He cannot have his dick sucked anymore.
Bruce is loose.
Just let him be happy with Catwoman. Jesus.
Alex, do you know why you're not going to be getting a new Superman movie for probably quite a while?
Fuck Warner Brothers.
Because DC doesn't even fucking know if Superman is in the DCEU.
Dude, no, not even
They don't know. They don't know shit.
Matt Reeves did. put him in his own fucking universe.
Dude, just do that. I just want.
They're not gonna do that though, and you know that as well as I do. Yeah. Unless it's like
because they're stupid.
A Batman movie, it's not escaping the DCEU.
I saw a funny TikTok where this guy was like, it goes DC fans, give a Superman movie, and then other DC fans, it was like, give us a Green Lantern movie or show. And Warner Brothers, we've been listening to your calls, introducing the Wonder Twins.
And then everybody's just sitting there and they're like, what the fuck, man?
Dude, Wonder Twins is 100% coming before any more Green Lantern content.
Yeah, with me, as someone
I wouldn't be surprised there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised as well. But as someone who's recently been getting into Superman and understanding him more and more as a character as time goes on, it's really hard to write Superman correctly. Because here's the thing. You have a static, overpowered protagonist.
No, I agree. I agree.
That is really hard to write correctly. And don't get me wrong, Superman's a phenomenal character, but it takes a writer to actually write him properly.
No, in the movie's medium, where the quality of the movie depends on so many different people doing good writing and camera work and stuff. And
good acting.
A Superman movie is so genuinely hard to achieve because you have to have so many different people getting so many different things. So
you need the main actor, the supporting cast,
especially
the writers, everyone.
Okay, so the Sandman. What do you guys know about it?
Not really. Don't worry.
Anakin fucking hates him.
Okay, not that Sandman.
Yeah, right.
Not Spider-Man Sandman. I'm talking about DC Comics Vertigo Sandman.
You and I have talked about him before, right?
Yeah, Morpheus or Dream.
Morpheus
is
the god of dreams.
Basically.
Wait,
he's getting a show.
He's
getting a show in this August actually.
Ain't that something?
On Netflix, and I don't know when it's taking place, but Jenna Coleman from Doctor Who is playing Joanna Constantine, which I think is Constantine's grandmother. So it's just definitely taking place in the past from.
You know what bothers me? All DC has to do to save the DCEU is recast Barry, make a Flash movie where he does Flashpoint and say it merged a bunch of universes together or something, and bam, you've saved the DCEU. You can continue moving forward.
Okay,
with what you want and what you don't want.
Garrett, what's his name? Yeah, the kid who's played Flash before. I've been seeing that stuff on Facebook for the last several weeks.
Grant Gustin?
The new one?
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah. I didn't know. I butchered his name. I'm so sorry.
Sorry, Alex. That actually was a bit of a tangent. I was just thinking about that. Sorry.
Fuck. I forgot what I was going to talk about because I was going to.
I guess
Sandman, Morpheus.
Yeah, Grant. What's his name? Yeah, bring him in as the Flash. I don't care how you have to do it. Just do it. We don't need Ezra Miller anymore for obvious reasons.
For obvious reasons, we don't need fucking Elliot Page. Holy shit!
God, all right.
Oh my god!
And people are like, "Oh, it's transphobic." No, he's just not a good actor. He only plays 3 roles.
The only reason they want to recast him is because he looks kind of like someone who already doesn't fucking look like Barry Allen.
He doesn't.
Elliot didn't do terrible though in X-Men.
They did. They did. It was bad. Same with their role in Umbrella Academy. It's just plain boring, and that's the only character Elliot Page ever plays.
Okay, so in Umbrella Academy, in the first 2 seasons, what past tense? What do I refer to the character as, Vanya or Victor?
Oh, they changed the gender in the show too.
Yeah. So past tense. What do I refer to the character as?
Just refer to the name.
Okay, so first 2 seasons, Vanya is absolutely fucking horrendously the worst character in the show. First season, she whatever is sorry, just trying to get through this quickly. First season, cardboard, absolute cardboard. Second season, loses their memory. So you're taking cardboard and you're stapling more cardboard on top and saying, "Look, we have a good character." Third season, pretty damn cool, actually. I'm not a big fan, but he had a cool transition story. He wasn't bad.
It's actually a fair way of putting it.
All right. Fuck. What we're talking about? Sandman. Yes.
Yeah.
Casting.
We're going like in all
rumors.
sorts of different places.
Casting rumors for John Constantine. Apparently, Taron Egerton is in an undisclosed role in the show. I'm thinking it could be a Constantine.
I actually just looked this guy up.
Taron Egerton
Okay,
was
you know what?
Eggsy from Kingsman.
Okay.
That would make
Yep.
That would be good.
He
He
voiced
actually can make a really
Constantine
good
in an audio
Constantine.
series, but I'm not sure where.
I mean, obviously they can't bring Matt Ryan back for obvious reasons because he's
Sadly.
already played the role. Yeah. Well,
Fuck it,
who's
they
the?
have variants. Just well, that's Marvel, but still, they could do a variant version of DC. Make Matt Ryan every variant except one that's Keanu Reeves.
You know who they could bring in?
DC,
Yeah.
just recast Flash and do a timeline reset movie, please.
Flashpoint.
So no official trailer for Ant-Man the
Zack
Wasp.
Snyder can get his Batman he wants with the Flashpoint Batman. It'd be perfect.
No official Ant-Man the Wasp Quantumania trailer has been released, but there has
There
been
is the footage of
that's leaked.
Kang being like, "So you're an Avenger? Have I killed you before?"
Yeah,
Which
it's
honestly,
the leaks.
raw as fuck.
Yeah. I'm not sure how I feel about it because obviously with Kang being possibly the main villain, he's gonna win.
Bringing him in the Kang Dynasty, yeah.
It's Kang and MODOK. Like Ant-Man, the Wasp, and Cassie, they don't stand a goddamn chance.
They stand a chance against
No.
MODOK because it's fucking MODOK. He's always a joke in anything he's in.
Do we actually
Or if
get like a
Ant-Man wants to
serious
commit another
MODOK for
sacrifice
once?
again.
They're probably
There was
Let
a
me
serious
get
MODOK in the
Adam.
Avengers game. Like in the Avengers game, MODOK was a genuine threat.
Which Avengers game?
That's true.
The Avengers game.
Oh, the newest one, the shit one.
I didn't know if you were talking that or if you were talking Marvel Ultimate Alliance because
Yeah,
I
was
remember
thinking Alliance.
he actually wasn't too bad. Yeah.
Well, that if it were Marvel Ultimate Alliance, I probably would have said Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Black
Mhm.
Panther. What do you guys think of the trailer?
Okay, I'm supposed to be home alone right now, and I hear someone walking around upstairs, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Rick, have you seen?
Help.
I have seen it.
He's dead, guys.
There's some people that are pissed off about it. I haven't seen why people are pissed off about it, but I think it's
many
okay.
people. Yeah, with me, I think the reason why people are pissed about it is because they just want the role to be left alone because it was, we all know what happened. May God may he rest in peace.
No, more people are pissed
Yeah.
off at the fact that they're not recasting him. Because
What?
apparently, according to Chadwick Boseman's brother, that he would have wanted the role to be recast. And they're not going to do that. So people are outcrying saying, if Robert Pattinson died, the Batman would be recast. Or if Tom Holland died, Peter Parker would be recast. I was like, okay, I have arguments for both those because they're both hypothetical. If Tom Holland were to die, let's say in the next couple years after Secret Wars is done filming, they could just bring in Andrew Garfield because he was the original Spider-Man that was supposed to cross over with.
I could see that, yeah. But I mean, that's the thing. I mean, I was of the camp.
But it's already been established multiverse.
Yeah,
but me and
multiverse, and with Christopher Reeve's Batman, if Robert Pattinson died, those films would not continue.
It would just be they would just be left alone as it is.
Exactly. So using that as an argument. Also, what the fuck is Kelp going? I'm gonna turn Kelp down. Just let me know when he comes back. So
yeah.
With Robert Pattinson's Batman, if he were to die, that would just be left alone as well. All right, there's Kelp.
All right.
Sorry.
Okay, so you're the ghost. Apparently your ghost that lives in your house is a comic book fan. Okay, he just heard our podcast and wanted to come and listen.
We're talking about people being outraged that they're not recasting Chadwick Boseman, and it's just kind of stupid.
It's very stupid.
Because it's most of the film is supposed to be a tribute to Chadwick Boseman. I don't know why people are mad about that, and it's like, oh, he would have wanted the role to be, recasted. It's like, don't speak for a dead person.
Exactly.
No, don't.
Same thing.
If you're not meant to speak for that person, do not speak for that person.
So I saw someone actually very respectfully talk about this, where I would like to preempt this by saying I am on the side of don't recast Chadwick Boseman. The film looks very artistic, very nice, very respectful. But I also saw someone saying if Tom Holland died,
that's what we just talked about.
Oh, okay, never mind then. Like the
same idea though.
The character's story was very clearly not completed, is what he was saying, and he wanted to see a recasting so that the character's story would be completed.
It's like a way to write him off or something like that. I don't get it.
Although
I mean, I'm one of those like,
I do agree that if the new Black Panther is not going to be a recast, I do agree that it should be Michael B. Killmonger.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And people have speculated.
Did he die?
Yeah, he died in the first.
He
Black
did
Panther
die.
movie.
But this is the MCU we're talking about. Hell, it's comics. Nobody ever really stays dead.
But MCU isn't at that point where anyone can just come back anywhere for whatever reason.
Thor loving. Okay.
Yeah, there used to be an old saying. I can't remember the exact saying. Like, but these characters stay dead. Uncle Ben stays dead. Jason Todd stays dead, and some other character. I can't remember who the third character was.
I think they fucked up on the second part.
Yeah, they fucked up on that one. But that was a quote said in like the 70s. So, or 60, whatever the fuck it was. I can't remember.
Well, joke's on them for not being fucking omniscient. They lost all credibility.
Yep. Anyways, continuing on. This is like some characters do need to stay dead. Like, that's the whole purpose.
Well,
Iron Man and like Chris Evans, Captain America need to stay dead.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well,
because if you bring them back, then you're then those who are in charge of the MCU are basically forced to admit, like, okay, we screwed up.
Well, Chris Evans, Captain America isn't dead. He's just old somewhere.
He could be dead. He could have had a heart attack like 4 years ago, and just it wasn't shown.
Off somewhere.
So, I saw a theory on Killmonger Black Panther, where at the end of the first one, he says he wants to be buried at sea. And
because his ancestors knew that freedom was better than bondage.
Yeah, so the theory says that the Atlanteans got hold of Killmonger's body. So when the Atlanteans attack, supposedly under control of someone else, probably the US government, or I've heard Dr. Doom, that when they fight, Shuri or like the Atlanteans and the Wakandans find out that they're being controlled. So the Atlanteans give him back Killmonger's body. Shuri goes to the spirit world to get Killmonger's soul. They bring him back as the Black Panther.
I'm actually super down for that.
Yeah, me too. Because that's like a decent way to bring him back without having some really contrived BS.
Yeah, that's a really fucking good way to bring him back. Like, you've already established the canonicity of going to the afterworld too,
like with Thor: Love and Thunder, and with your Black Panther.
That's true, because they brought Thor's daughter back.
Love and Thunder. I really don't like the ending to Thor: Love and Thunder, because like she dies and then 20 minutes later they're like, oh yeah, by the way, she's not dead, Lamau. Well, they didn't even have stakes in that movie.
I haven't even seen
that was the same thing, like with Black Widow too.
But Kelp, you just saying that makes me like never do fake out deaths unless it's extremely well done and it has some contributions to the story.
Well,
or two, actually fucking kill them off.
Yeah, she is dead. She's just in the afterlife. I'm
curious to see how they're gonna bring her back, but I'm not curious enough that I respect the decision of killing her, because they could have just not killed her.
I would have rather have them kept her alive if they had any plans to bring her back in general.
Keep them dead. Don't keep constantly bringing them back to life. It's boring.
Because then it loses its value, because then it's like, oh, if this person dies, then the fandom is going to expect them to come back maybe 2 movies from now or something.
No, whenever I make my series, when someone dies, they're dead. There's no revivals. Period.
Oh yeah, same with my book series, actually. Like, there is a story arc around bringing someone back to life, and I make very, very, very clear that it is a can only be done once type thing, and it fails.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or you could do it like the way they do it in The Boys, in like the Boys comic series, where in the event that someone is brought back to life, they only bring them out for like 2 to 3 seconds, and then they hide them away because like their brains are essentially hamburger. I actually don't like what they did in the Boys comic series, because like, how do you resuscitate a body that has a fucking hole through its chest and the body heals?
Simple.
That's true.
Plot convenience.
I do like the Lazarus Pit bring life, but without their soul.
No, I like that too.
Yeah,
like
I like that too.
I like returning people back to life with caveats because it doesn't
Or
make it
consequences.
accessible to everyone.
There's always a price. Yeah.
Yeah.
In
Mhm.
darker news, well, I mean, darker as in a good darker, like the darker side of the MCU.
Mhm.
Blade, Mahershala Ali gets a release date for November 3rd, 2023.
Holy
hell.
I was gonna say,
Sweet.
holy shit, that's close.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
But that's gonna be an awesome movie.
It's gonna be a movie? I thought it was a TV series.
No, it's gonna be a movie.
Me too.
That'll
be interesting.
It's gonna. I saw someone on TikTok going like, "What if he crosses up with Morbius?"
No,
It's Morbin time.
But I really hope because I really want to see Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider back with Gabriel Luna. I really do. I loved that character in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
You've been polling for this since freshman year, bro.
Yes, ever since that season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. came out, that's what got me into Robbie Reyes. That's what got me to go get the comics and read them.
Alex,
yes.
How would you feel about Robbie Reyes becoming the All Rider in MCU?
I would fucking love it. I would want to see him control a celestial body.
stand old Cards Against Humanity.
I would want to
Alex,
see him
but-
control symbiote Spider-Man, honestly.
Just give us Ghost Rider. I don't care how they do it. Give us Ghost Rider and give us Gabriel Luna.
Dude,
End of discussion.
Picture this, all right? Celestial Airsham comes in Eternals 2. The Eternals kill him. Ghost Rider just on screen runs through space, takes over Airsham's body, and goes, "Hell yeah!" No, but like,
that sounds better than the first Eternals,
But-
and then we all know how everybody feels about that one.
dude, I couldn't. I saw the movie with Chris and Eden, and
I feel
hated
like
it.
the
Why
first
did you
Eternals.
torture Chris and Eden, dude?
they're the ones who
I
tortured me
feel
and
like-
brought me along.
I feel like
Was
the
this
first
when Eden was
Eternals
still
would have.
pregnant?
Yeah. Sorry,
I feel like the first
Why?
Eternals would have worked as a 2-part movie or a TV series.
I've heard that a lot. Yeah, but
Yeah.
fuck, what was it? I've seen a lot of like fan castings for Ghost Rider Johnny Blaze, and people were like, "What about Norman Reedus?" I don't really agree with that because I mainly haven't seen a lot of his acting skills outside the.
Can we talk for a second about like?
I mean, there's always
Can we talk for a second about how absurdly consistent the MCU was about the Statue of Liberty getting a shield, but like there's a giant hand sticking somewhere out of the planet and nobody's talked about it once?
Well, I was gonna say, has anybody explained what happened to the Statue of Liberty after No Way Home?
Rogers the Musical, again, absurdly consistent between Hawkeye and Spider-Man, but no one mentions the giant hand
or
poking through the earth once. I forgot there
that's-
was a head. That's how little is mentioned.
It was in the Pacific
What the
Ocean. It doesn't matter.
What the
No,
hell
it's
is
on.
going on with Lady Liberty, dude?
Okay. So, apart from that, what do you guys think of all the Phase 5 announcements? Like, Secret Invasion with Nick Fury, Marvel's Thunderbolts, Captain America.
I'm excited for Thunderbolts, mostly just because I feel like we're actually going to get John Walker back. I feel like I'm one of the few people who actually like John Walker.
Okay.
Secret.
So with Thunderbolts, who do you think the lineup's gonna be? Because sadly, the actor who played Thunderbolt Ross passed away, so Reynolds won't be a part of it. I wonder who.
Get the other Ross.
I think they're gonna do the Abomination as the stand-in for the Red Hulk, because it seems
Does that mean
like
then they're
he's
bringing
been-
in? Yeah.
It seems like they're gonna be doing some sort of redemption or government thing with the Abomination and She-Hulk. So maybe that's how he gets roped in with the Thunderbolts.
I gotta be honest, just knowing how Hollywood works today, I feel like Abomination is going to be a absurdly sexist in a very low-key way that ends up fucking over She-Hulk towards the end of the series.
Or do you think they're just gonna cut his nuts off in front of everybody and make him look like a punk?
Gamer, what was your question?
Never mind. It's fine.
What do you think
Yeah,
of...
Man.
it's not relevant anymore because it's just like we already skipped the whole thing with it, so it's fine.
Captain America: The New World Order with Anthony Mackie's Falcon?
Very fucking excited for that. Wait, can we go back to Secret Invasion for a second?
Yes.
Okay, I'm somewhat excited for Secret Invasion Not anywhere near as much as I should be, because I don't think anything we will ever see in the MCU will top the Skrull arc from Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
That is fair.
That's a
Captain
fair
Marvel
And that's
kind of
assumption.
no,
butchered
I don't
everything.
want Brock back.
Secret Invasion could have absolutely so brilliantly been like, this could have been the Secret Invasion saga, and it could have been set up so brilliantly, but
It could have
nah.
been set up all the way back during, but Captain Marvel just had to go and ruin it, like everything.
Yeah. Why
Captain
did
Marvel
Captain
ruined
Marvel
everything.
do that with the Skrulls? Like, I've never
Everything
gotten
Brie
it.
Larson touches dies.
Except for Scott
I'll
Pilgrim.
be here all week.
Scott Pilgrim was fun.
Yeah, with me,
Okay,
it's
that's
just
fair.
like, yeah, since we talked about Earth's Mightiest Heroes, it's like I see so many people call for that show to be come back and shit. I'm just like, no, leave it.
No, it shouldn't. Not a
Let it
chance.
rest in peace, pretty much.
Because
Like, let
they
it
would ruin
rest
it.
as
They
it
would
is.
ruin it.
Yeah.
The writers who
You made-
worked on that have split ways, gone off to do other things. It wouldn't be the same.
Oh, by the
Right.
way, Cletus Cassidy was actually in Spectacular Spider-Man Season 1.
Of
No
course
shit.
It was.
He was.
Oh yeah, did y'all know about like the lost media, like when the Peter Parker showed up and like Earth's Mightiest Heroes, he was supposed to be voiced by the guy that did like a Spectacular Spider-Man, but
Really?
you know,
Yeah.
that show getting canceled, they removed it.
Yeah.
So it's technically lost media.
Huh.
I remember that.
I
only thing-
I fucking
Huh.
love Spider-Man so much in that one episode.
Which
can't
one?
go wrong
The
there.
one Spirit of Cap or the one where they have to go stop King?
The one where they have to stop Kang. I love it when he risks world-ending stakes on his spider sense.
Some things are
it's
worth
like
fighting
most
for.
reliable friend.
Guardians of the
I
Galaxy.
don't know, man.
Sorry, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 trailer was shown off at San Diego Comic-Con, but has not gotten official release yet. And it showed Adam Warlock.
Okay, so something I'd like
that'll
to
be
say about that. James Gunn said that's going to be the end of this team of the Guardians. A lot of people are taking that as that's going to be the end of the Guardians movies. The Guardians team changes so damn frequently, guys. Holy shit, it's not going to be the end of the Guardians movies.
No, it's...
Listen, there's also been
I think-
been some people speculating that James Gunn has had enough of of Disney's BS and that he's going over to join DC. Yeah, but that's
Honestly,
just like
respect
all the
for
crazy
him.
people speculating. Yeah,
Respect for him if he does.
because I mean, look what he did with Peacemaker. But we're not here to talk about how awesome Peacemaker was.
Can we? I just rewatched it.
There you
I
go.
have not seen it yet.
It is really good. And it's one of those things, like, I try to tell myself, like,
Didn't
okay, this is not... I'm not looking at John Cena, the wrestler. I'm looking at John Cena as an actor. But it's it's just so funny to watch, like, John Cena just be a dick.
Yeah, but the one thing I
honestly,
really like-
John Cena fits that role so well. I kind of sometimes forget that it's John Cena.
Yeah,
Also-
because there's a difference. Kelp,
Yeah.
like I know I kind of cut you off, but let me say one thing. This ties it back in with The Rock. Like when I'm watching John Cena on screen, like as Peacemaker, I'm seeing Peacemaker. I'm seeing
Yeah,
him
same-
as this
same here.
actor.
Nope.
With The Rock,
That's
I'm
actually
seeing
good.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I'm not seeing Black Adam. There's a difference with characters, and he does phenomenal as Peacemaker. I completely forget that it's John Cena. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
I think that mainly pulls
You guys see
into...
what I mean now?
It mainly pulls into, like, typecasting. The Rock has always played as, like, that action hero. Ryan Reynolds has always played the comedy protagonist kind of thing, or side character.
He's always, like, portrayed
If
as, like, the
anyone's ever
good-looking...
seen, like,
the good-looking guy who always is used for comedic relief. Hell, look at Chris Pratt. He's been put in that role for years, and look what he did in The Terminal List. He knocked it out of the freaking park.
It's me, Mario.
All
But
right, so the Fantastic Four.
Oh boy.
Okay,
Yeah.
not too excited.
in MCU Phase 6, Fantastic Four, I think we'll start it off. Who do you guys want cast as the Fantastic?
Well, I think I know who we're getting as Mr. Fantastic.
I swear to Christ if you say John Krasinski.
No, I was going to say Chris Evans.
Sure.
Ironic, because he was the Human Torch in the what, Fox movies
No,
or
he
whatever.
was.
it
Thank
was.
you for explaining the fucking joke. Thank
Um,
you. That means a lot to me.
I'm sorry.
So can I do my fan casting real quick?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Andrew Garfield as Mr. Fantastic or Human Torch. Okay, do your fan casting.
I can actually see that.
It would. I feel like it would confuse a lot of people to watch the movies and don't really understand a lot of multiverses stuff.
Yeah, fair
already
enough.
been shown in the MCU as Spider-Man.
Fair enough. Still would be a good cast.
So everyone wants John Krasinski as Miss Fantastic and Emily Blunt as Invisible Woman. I don't at all.
Okay, you gotta explain John Krasinski to me.
Okay, as a lot of Marvel characters who are smart, they're all assholes and dickheads.
Yeah.
Reminds me of The Boys.
John Krasinski would just bring it as too much of a likable role, as the MCU does with a lot of characters. Tony Stark.
I don't know. John Krasinski seemed to handle it really well in Multiverse because he was a bit of a dickhead in Multiverse.
Yes, but that was mainly to stop the destruction of the universe. He wasn't really. He was given very little.
He was actually the smartest man alive.
He was given little, but did a lot with it. I'm afraid that if he's given a lot, he's going to do little with it.
Okay, I see what you mean.
The problem is that, like, with John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic and Doctor Strange, they, like I said, they made them all cannon fodder for the Scarlet Witch, which is, it makes me sad that we can't see him more as Mr. Fantastic. But yeah, but given what he was, given the material he had in Doctor Strange, he made it work. So I think that's, set for him pretty much.
With Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness, I do like the cameos because it wasn't drawn out as most cameos in the MCU are. So I liked how they were mainly there for 3 scenes. And although
I honestly hate the way they were done, though. I wish they took the Scarlet Witch seriously and then got fucked up.
So
like actually gave her a run for her money, pretty much.
Yeah.
Back to my point, I don't want anyone misconstruing the fact that I said that he's going to do. I meant that in the fact that he's going to be doing the same thing he did in Multiverse of Madness. So he's doing a lot with a little. But if he's doing the same thing, but on a larger scale, it's going to look very minuscule compared to what he did in Multiverse.
Yeah, it's like in Multiverse, small cup full to the brim with water. In his own movie, same amount of water, but going in a fucking pot.
It's like big fish, little pond. As soon as you throw that big fish into a big pond, he becomes...
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Honestly, though, I kind of do have faith.
Personally...
There's nothing wrong with that, though.
For me, it's... Okay, this is a weird choice for me. Because a lot of the actors I've seen have already been said, and one I have not seen said yet. I would like to see Luke Evans be Mr. Fantastic.
You know what? If we're still getting an Evans in that casting, I'm happy.
Okay. Now I regret my choice.
I have 2 possible castings for Human Torch and
Wait, actually, before you
Invisible
go,
Woman.
Alex, I have a question. Chris Pine as Human Torch and or Mr. Fantastic. What do you think?
Neither. Chris Pine and work is although
I guess I'll go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still haven't finished mine, buddy.
You still haven't fucking finished yours?
No, I just did Mr. Fantastic. Okay, real quick. All right, Aaron Paul as the Thing, because Aaron Paul has recently joined the MCU, and apparently the Thing is supposed to show up in She-Hulk. I'm thinking he may show up as the Thing, but I could be very, very fucking wrong. But still, it would be cool to see him as the Thing.
I mean, I could see him as it. It wouldn't be.
It wouldn't be a suit of Play-Doh though. It would be more like the Fan 4 stick, where it's CGI, but not that bad. He would mainly be voicing it, and I feel like he could do it.
All right.
Well, as long as I get to see his girthy rock penis this time around, I'm happy.
Okay.
Well, can we at least actually get him as like human Ben Grimm though, just a little bit?
Yes. Okay. With Human Torch, I've been seeing John Kerry from Stranger Things. I fucking hate it. I'm boycotting Fantastic Four if they do that. With the Human Torch, I would prefer a younger actor, not so young as the fact of teenager, but more probably.
How
mid-teens.
hard set against Stranger Things are you?
TikTok has made me hate a lot of things recently.
Maybe stay off the app for a few days.
Or maybe just get rid of it.
Memes.
There are plenty of other places to find memes.
Fair.
That's true.
Alex, like, what ratio of
TikTok
shit you enjoy to shit you don't enjoy are you seeing on TikTok right now?
40% hate, 60% like.
Okay, that's actually kind of worth staying on the app then.
If I were to say why I dislike TikTok, I'd be called a. You know what? I'm not going to finish that sentence.
No, say it. Say it.
Do
Say
it.
it.
I swear to
You've
God,
opened
if I
a
say
can
I
of
do not like
worms.
TikTok,
Coward.
yeah, but I feel like if I say the reasons why I don't like TikTok, I'd be called a conspiracy theorist.
Alex can always cut it out. Say it, you fucking coward.
Yeah, but the fact that it's fucking Chinese spyware, I do not feel comfortable with that.
Yeah, fair enough, honestly. I feel extremely comfortable with that, honestly, because what the fuck is
Yeah.
China gonna do with my search history?
They're gonna tell the FBI and say, "Hey, look what we found. He was making terrorist threat."
Look what
Kidding.
we found! This guy looks at porn! Yeah, so does every other fucking person, so?
Can we
Teenager
go back to
ever.
our Fantastic Four fan castings?
I love that
Yeah.
all this is gonna be cut out though. Blooper on screen. None of this is being cut out.
I really hope it isn't.
I saw. I would like to see Margot Robbie as Invisible Woman. It'd be weird because everyone knows her
Oh
as
no,
Harley
I
Quinn.
would, but I can see it. I can see it.
We can see that too.
Someone
I can see it too, but isn't that like not gonna happen contract wise?
pretty much.
Probably not.
I saw Zac Efron as Human Torch. I'm not against it. It still just be pretty weird.
Yeah, you're right. I don't think I could really see myself like enjoying that. I don't know.
Another thing with Mr. Fantastic was the guy from You, from the Netflix show, as Mr. Fantastic. I forgot his name. Was like, fuck, I don't
Steven.
know. What?
Something. I don't know.
Jeremiah?
No, it's like,
Rodrigo.
okay. You guys just go with your.
I only have two, and that it was just for Human Torch and for Invisible Woman, because I can't really think of anybody for The Thing and Mr. Fantastic. For Human Torch, I was gonna say Garrett Hedlund. You guys know who he is?
Hold on, Garrett Hedlund.
Yeah,
Alright,
that
I
would
could
be
see
a
it.
no for the record.
I could see it.
Mm.
Wait,
Yeah, because I mean, for context, for the viewers at home, he was the guy who played Sam in Tron Legacy.
yeah.
I don't know. I think he could do it. And for Invisible Woman, this might be a weird one, but I was gonna say, I don't know how the fuck you say her name, Shailene Woodley.
Wasn't the guy who plays Ego in Tron?
Kurt
Yeah,
Russell?
wait, no, that was Jeff Bridges.
Yeah, it was Jeff
Ah,
Bridges,
okay.
not Kurt. It was Tony Stark built this in a cave with the box of scraps.
You're a box of scraps.
I know what I
look
am.
like
I
a box of
accept it.
scraps.
No, I look
Yo!
like Prince Paper Man.
No! Okay, I was hating, but since you accepted, it's fucking love time. Alex!
Mhm.
You're fucking awesome. Own up to it.
No, I'm a piece of paper according to Gamer.
No!
Mr. Paper Man.
No! You are a
Prince
thick
Paper
piece of
Man.
paper. You are a piece of paper with a fucking ass, okay?
I love how I thought everybody was gonna flip out just because I suggested Shailene Woodley as my Invisible Woman pick,
Hold on.
but
How
I
do you
guess
spell her
not.
name? Shailene Woodley.
I don't know. She's the girl who played Triss in Divergent.
Honestly,
God, no.
I can kind of see it.
I can kind of see it too, but I'm gonna
Thank
want
you.
to punch her in the fucking face the entire time I'm watching that movie.
Also, honestly, Divergent was
Why?
a really good book
Is it 'cause
series.
she dated
and
Aaron Rodgers?
Divergent was really good until like the final book, and then everything went off the rails. They started calling the thing death serum when you could have just called it fucking poison.
Give it like some other name, like Devil's Breath or something.
Ice Nine.
Exactly.
Okay.
Alex's breath.
To end.
Yeah, that would have been great.
To end the podcast, we're gonna talk about two things real quick. Avengers: The Kang Dynasty and Avengers: Secret Wars. And real quick to start that off, Anthony and Joe Russo have confirmed to not be directing either.
Oh, come
Okay.
off it.
I would like to say I've
It's
seen
gonna be
people
really
concerned
good or
that
really
they're
bad.
I've seen people concerned that they're turning Doctor Doom's storyline into Kang's storyline. I am utterly convinced that's not going to happen, and Kang is going to beat the Avengers in some way in Kang Dynasty, but then lose to Doom in some way that leads to Secret Wars.
That's actually not a bad way to do it, because then this way you establish Doom as a threat. Because in the comics, for years, he has been literally the baddest MFer in Marvel.
Yeah, if Doom's only having one movie, if Doom's only having one movie where he has to lose before Secret Wars, then you have him beat the villain that they've been building up to for a saga, and that's how you establish him as the threat.
Could you imagine that? All right, let's say what if finishes Doom takes out the Watcher instead of the Beyonder. That will play a
Fucking
part.
metal.
That will play a part.
Fucking metal.
Dr.
And then it
Doom,
leads into like a sort of
God
like what they did
Emperor
in the
Doom. He takes out the Watcher, and then he takes out Kang and becomes God Emperor Doom. That'd be
Fucking metal.
Would be really cool.
I just think they're just gonna go with basic Doom.
That holy shit! They can introduce Original Sin after Secret Wars if they do that.
Oh please no!
I liked Original Sin. Fuck you.
Like the Constantine story.
No, the
Original
Marvel
Sin was
story.
alright. I think it led to some good characters, like Silk and all that. But
So
I want Thor to become unworthy and finally get shifted over to being Odin's son, so that Jane Foster can finally properly be Thor.
I'd want Beta Ray Bill. Fuck Jane
Alright.
Foster. I hate Natalie Portman. Beta Ray Bill.
Beta Ray
no,
Bill,
yeah, I'd love to see
Beta Ray Bill, I would be really excited to see. Don't get me wrong. I have not seen him anywhere near enough to be like, I want this character.
Could you imagine?
No, I want him ever since I saw him in Earth's Mightiest Heroes in that one episode where he picked up Thor's hammer.
Where he's the
I'm like,
fucking
I like this
janitor.
guy. I want him. He's like, oh, what's this?
Could you imagine that at the end of WandaVision, the White Vision just goes out and creates the West Coast Avengers?
Pretty sick, not gonna
Feel
lie.
about that.
White Vision really has just been vibing in the background for like 3 years now, hasn't he?
We've heard of White Vision, but
Theseus.
where's the Black Vision?
No! Do not open that can of worms. Remember, you are saying this on the internet.
Black Vision comes on screen. Is it okay for me to say this word? For I am
No!
not a man.
I am no longer associated with this podcast.
Back to Avengers, Kang Dynasty,
Okay,
and Secret Wars. Do you guys think it's going
anyways,
to be a giant multiverse event, or?
Would be
Well,
surprised.
they
not.
did name the saga the Multiverse Saga, and Secret Wars is a multiverse event. So, yeah, I'd put my money on that.
Yeah, but here's the problem. Where do you go after multiverse? Because all Marvel is doing is raising the stakes again, and that you get to a point. It's like I like to call it the Dragon Ball effect, where the power scaling keeps getting higher and higher and higher until it gets to a point where it's ridiculous.
Okay, well,
That's
at
where
that
I
point, they
felt-
just introduced Jiren.
That's where I felt what they did with Loki, where they just kind of undermined Thanos and everything after Endgame, because they just used the Infinity Stones as fucking paperweights.
Yeah.
They
Well,
just
it's one
treat
of
them as
those
a joke,
things,
which
like-
I absolutely hate.
I don't like it, but I understand what they're doing. They're trying to hype up the new bad guy.
Honestly, I have to say, the threats don't have to get progressively higher. Like, you can have higher and lower threats.
Street level, like
so
it
long-
was,
No,
it was
but
in Homecoming.
You can have higher and lower threats so long as they all present themselves as threats in their own way. Like, Loki was trying to take over New York City. Worst case scenario was nuking New York City. Meanwhile, Ultron almost ended the world. Like, both movies have very similar sets of, like, very similar things at stake, while the actual stakes are different.
By the way, oh yeah, I just really hope they don't have the shitty CGI that they've been doing recently.
Well, that means they actually need to pay their workers and not force
Yep.
them to work overtime.
Okay, I have to say, that was another thing. People said She-Hulk is being made on a TV show budget. I'm sorry, but Marvel is a multi-billion-dollar company. They are not going to create a model for a character they will consistently be using on a TV show's budget. That is poor asset management. Learn fucking business before you try and come in my comments.
Also, one of the things that they
Exactly.
marketed as Disney Plus original shows was that it was going to be shows with a...
Right.
Yeah, but we clearly know that's not true.
Okay.
I'd actually say that is true, because the shows are like much longer than the movies would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're almost 6 hour long.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
Just like chopped up into little bits.
to end off the podcast, what do you guys think of this year's Comic-Con releases?
I'd say it was pretty good. The only side effect, though, is that you wonder if the expectations are going to meet the hype or whatever.
Honestly, for me, kind of thoroughly underwhelming. There's nothing I'm particularly looking forward to outside of the Avengers movies.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
It's just, to me, I've just haven't really given a shit about Comic-Con. I just thought it was pretty mid overall.
All right.
I am excited for Black Adam.
Next episode, I really want to talk about mutants in the MCU and how they pertain to Miss Marvel and the Marvels. So we'll have to wait for next episode.
Okay, before we end, did any
rant about that?
Did any of you guys see that clip of the guy saying, "Are the X-Men going to be introduced in Phase 10?" And Kevin Feige's like, "You know what? Sure."
Oh God!
All right. So, any closing remarks?
I particularly enjoy Spider-Man.
All right. Mine is cast Giancarlo Esposito as Professor X. Fuck you.